Hi there, welcome to Houston DIY. In this video, we're going to unbox and install this, the Echo Show Hub. Okay, so we managed to get his hands on an Echo Show Hub. Just been released this week in the UK. So it's February the 22nd today. I think they came out yesterday, 21st. I ordered it yesterday, it's come today, so we're going to install it. So first of all, I'm going to do an unboxing, see what we get inside, what's included, and then we'll do an install. You can hopefully see here just next to me, this is an old screen, old touch screen I've got in the bedroom. So this is powered by a Raspberry Pi. So behind it is a Raspberry Pi. There's also a big hole in the wall here. Raspberry Pi, and there's a power over Ethernet cable coming down. So an Ethernet cable that's got power up in the loft, coming down here, which powers this Raspberry Pi and the touchscreen itself. So this is going to replace this. So I don't really use this touchscreen, to be totally honest with you. It's a bit of a pain to keep up with in terms of Home Assistant that's loaded on there. And I just don't keep up with it enough. So I want something, primarily Echo devices now in the house and other Amazon related products that go into the ecosystem. So this makes perfect sense. I've had my eye on this for months and I'm really excited about putting this in and using it. So we'll head over to the office first. I'll unbox it, see what we get inside, and then we'll get on with installation. Okay, so here we are in the office. I've got the device here. I've got this camera and I've got a camera down on the desk here. We'll do a quick unboxing and see what we get. So as you can see, I'm going to wall mount it in the bedroom there. So I'm not sure if it comes with a stand. I don't think it does, but it does come with a wall mounting kit. But you'll see soon when I take the other one out, I've got a big hole in the wall, so it probably won't be able to use that. So let's have a look anyway. So in there, I've got the device itself. Okay, weight-wise, it's got a substantial weight to it, but not too heavy. Still kind of tablet kind of weight, I would say. Got the power brick there, which is just USB Type A that side. Within the box, we've got a cable, which is USB Type A to USB Type C, all that down there as well. That's in the box. We've got some mounting screws by the looks of it and plugs, and then the wall mount bracket, which is very similar to the Echo Show 15 bracket, if you've used that before. So it's kind of like a metal plate onto your wall and some hooks for it to hook onto, which is great. But as I say, I don't think it's going to work for us unless those holes at the top and the bottom are just a little bit wider than the hole, but we'll check it out soon. In terms of everything else in the box, that is literally it, nothing else whatsoever. Tablet, wall mount, cable, and that's it. So that's everything in the box. Let's just get this out of the wrapper and take a bit of a closer look at it. Okay, nice feeling device. The screen's nice and big, it's an 8-inch screen. I'll hold it up to that camera. That's there, and if I just show you as well, I'll hold it up to this one. There's the wall mounting kit, and that goes on there and kind of hooks in there like that. So it's simple enough, and really easy to take off as well. So inside there, let me hold it to that camera. You can see just there, there's a USB Type C port. So that's obviously where your power goes in. So it's a single port just for power, obviously powers it, and I'm thinking, hopefully, obviously, this connects via Wi-Fi to your home network. So yeah, that's everything there. As you can see down on the desk hopefully now, that you get included, nothing else. Okay, as I mentioned in the bedroom, I've obviously got previous cables I've put down from the loft. So I've got a power over Ethernet injector up in the loft. So there's a plug up in the loft. It's got a PoE adapter and an Ethernet cable plugged into it that runs through kind of the loft, down the wall and behind that old touchscreen in there. So what I've got myself, one of these. So this is basically the other end of the Ethernet cable that's got the power coming through it, plugs into there, and then obviously I don't need the Ethernet element of it, but there's the power, so that's a Type C USB cable. So these are off Amazon. They're an Anvision PoE splitter, basically. So I will put the link in the description to what I'm using here. I've not tried it yet, so it might not even work. So we'll give it a go, basically. So I'm going to go up into the loft, switch the power on for the cable, because currently it's off because the screen's not been used. I'll take this screen off, the old screen off with the Raspberry Pi in, get things ready, and we'll plug in. I need to see as well if this mounting plate is going to fit onto that gap. I don't think it is. I think it's quite a wide gap. It's whether it's tall as well. If it's not too tall, I might be able to screw in through the top. But we'll see. So let me go and get things set up and I'll jump back into the bedroom with you. Okay, I've been up to the loft. I've turned the power over Ethernet injector back on. So, just to show you the current setup in here. So I've got a splitter already here, which was a USB tie on a micro USB to power a Raspberry Pi. That's the old Raspberry Pi there, on the back of that screen. So I had it on with command hooks on the wall, just there and there. We're going to do the same for the Echo Hub. The reason why we're going to do the same for the Echo Hub is because I've got the bracket. If you look, it's literally the same size as the hole. So the hole's quite a big hole I put in. I think I put the hole in that size for the back of the Raspberry Pi to fit through the hole. So I'm going to use command hooks either side of the Echo Hub, and we're going to put it on with command hooks. So I'll get everything wired up, make sure it works, and then we can stick it on with the command hooks. Okay, so I've not powered it up or anything. All I've done so far is I've put the command hooks ready on the back just to peel that off, and we'll stick it on in a minute. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the splitter in, ready to power it on. So we'll disconnect the old splitter, pop in the new one. I've got lights on the actual splitter, which means power's coming through, which is great. What I'm going to do first of all, I'm just going to plug it in just to make sure it is actually working. And then what I'll do is I'll get a close-up of the screen when it's on the wall, just to show you the setup process. So I'm going to plug the USB-C cable in. And let's see if it actually boots on. There we go. Insufficient power. Okay, so I'm getting a warning there. I've got insufficient power, which isn't great. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to go check the PoE injector upstairs, just to check if I've got a different one. Okay, so I've tried a couple of different PoE injectors, and it's not worked. So I think it's the adapters not giving out enough power. So it says it's 5 volt, 2.4 amp off. I can't remember. And I've just checked the thingy, but it's insufficient power on the screen there. So what I'll do for now, because I want to get it up and running tonight, is I'll get a plug under here, and I'll just use the mains adapter just to plug it in with, just so we can get it powered up, show it on the video, and I'll have to order another PoE splitter. I did have a look to see if there was an Amazon supported one on the actual page. I couldn't find anything. So if you're watching this video and you know, drop it in the comment section. Otherwise, I will try and look for myself. But anyway, let me get things connected up under here, just with the standard power cable that comes with it, and we'll get it working. Okay, just to show you, I've got a plug down here. I won't show you that, but I've got a plug, just an extension cable down here. I'm going to plug it in now, and we'll just make sure it's actually working and it's not the device. So I'll plug it in. There we go, so it's powering on now. So what I'll do is I'll get it stuck to the wall, and then I'll change the camera angle, bring it round a little bit better so you can see it a little bit better. So I'll stick it to the wall now, and then we'll get going. So I'll just tuck the Ethernet cable back in. And we can use that when I get the next injector. So for now it's just saying it's getting things ready on the screen. I'm going to peel off the back of the command command hooks. And I'm going to stick it to the wall. Okay, so at the moment you can see the wire, coming down, which is not great, but obviously won't worry about that. It's just saying, I registered this on the tick box on the Amazon pages to auto kind of connect to my Amazon system. This is ready to go. So let me just bring the camera in a little bit closer and we'll get things going. Okay, so it's all registered. I'm going to click agree and continue. So I'm going to go through this real time on the video just to show you the setup. So we'll call it Ben's Echo Hub for now. We can change that if I need to. So touchscreen seems really responsive to start with. That's my address, so I will blur that out in a second. So there's an update.
Updating this device.
There you go. So there is an update available. If I had some dead pixels in the corner there, it's not. It's the upgrade bar. So I'll let that do its upgrade. I'll skip this along so you don't sit waiting, watching a bar go along.
As I install the updates, this device will restart twice.
Okay, so it's done the update now. It's going to power off, do a bit of a power cycle, so it should go off, back on, and then reboot twice, it says. So let's give it a second.
I'm back. Let's continue.
Excellent, so that took about 5 minutes just to do the upload. It's also now back, ready to go, hopefully. So it's just loading. So just a couple of things to start with. There's a couple of buttons on the side. I think we've got a volume and a mute button. So we're going to need to put this into a group. What we'll do is we'll put it, I think I've got one for bedroom. Somewhere. Let's go bedroom. Continue. It's on the wall. So we'll go with Echo Spot, because the Echo Spot is in this room with us, so we'll do a continue. Go over to Amazon Photos, because we've got some loaded into the Amazon app. We'll go with our photos.
This device is ready.
Okay, so like all the Echo devices, really good, really easy setup process. Talks you through it, all touchscreen as well, which is great. And because I ticked the box on the Amazon page to connect it to my system, we're all ready to go. So hopefully there's some built-in things here which I'll quickly run through. So I'll run through the things that are on the screen to start with. I won't go into too much detail. This is just about an unboxing and an install, and we'll do a future video on the kind of the actual usage of it, especially when we're getting connected to PoE. So you can see at the top we've got the time setting up there, and then similar to the Echo Show 15, which we've got downstairs, which I'll put a link up here in the video to, you've kind of got a dashboard. But this dashboard straight away is much more touch sensitive in terms of the quickness and speed of it. I can tell that already. I've used Echo Spot, Echo Show 15, Echo Show 8. This is definitely the most responsive. Very quick, very nippy, which is great. So I've got different groups down the left-hand side here. We've got different, the cameras there, it's put that there. So we just click on one as an example. Let's go with that one. So this is a blink camera on our system. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it's actually powered up, but let's give it a go anyway. And there we go, so that's our extension camera showing there, which is great. So you can zoom on there, zoom in and out. So there you go, that's a camera working straight off the bat. I've nothing done whatsoever. Come out of there, we've got the weather, which is great. Upcoming events, so if you quickly look in and see what events are going on. And I've got some of our favourite kind of widgets here. So I've got my thermostat, which is currently set to 23, which is very warm. So in fact, let's put it down to 22. And that's set to 22, so you can control your heating, which is great. And then that's it off the bat. So you've got different groups down the left-hand side. You've got your different routines there. Loads and loads of stuff going on. So obviously I need to really get into this and see what's going on. But kind of out of the box, installed on the wall, no config done whatsoever. That's exactly what you've got there. So on the right-hand side, as I mentioned, you've got a couple of buttons. So you've got the volume buttons. And then we've got a mute button, so that's mute with the microphone. Let's just do one last thing and we'll just play. I'll get it to tell us what the weather is. Alexa, what's the weather? Alexa. Alexa?
Current.
Oh, cancel. She's a little bit delayed there, so let's do it again. Alexa, what's the weather forecast?
In Sowerby Bridge, it's 3 degrees Celsius with mostly clear skies. Tonight, you can expect snowy, rainy weather with a low of 1 degree.
Okay, so there's the forecast showing us there. Scroll down, go home. Okay, so if I scroll from the top just to show you quickly, you've also got the standard kind of Echo Show things in here. So you've got video, alarms, settings, jumping at settings. You've got photo frame, let me jump into a photo frame. And that should hopefully show my Amazon photos. There we go. Some random photos that we've got in our Amazon photo album. So there we go, that's all set up, ready to go. Obviously need to sort this cable out with the PoE injector behind it, splitter, sorry, get it working that way. But so far so good, I just need to give it a good usage now. Okay, we're all done with the hub now, for now. So obviously a bit disappointing that we couldn't get the PoE splitter thing working. So I don't know, I've been reading the Amazon website, sorry. Just set her off, no I haven't. The Amazon website on the, where I bought it from obviously. And it advises it needs a specific type of PoE, which is 802.3 AT type 2 or 802.3 BT type 3. So I have to dig through some USB-C splitters and see if I can find one, or see if I can see anyone online. It's quite fresh, this obviously. So it's either the splitter, which it could be, depends what protocols these support. So this one, for example, is 802 AF or AT. Also AT 2.4 amp. So I'm not sure. So it could even be the PoE injectors I've got. So they are quite old, and I can't remember what they were used for, but yeah, they're quite old. So I'll have a look at some PoE injectors, have a look at some splitters, and see what I can do. But it's on the wall, it's working, it's set up. I've not done anything else with it. So the next couple of days, or the next day or so, I will start using it a bit more, see what works, see what doesn't, get it set up and customise a little bit more for us in terms of groups, etc. It's probably a good idea for me to organise our groups a little bit better as well. So hopefully it's going to be useful. It will be useful because the Home Assistant panel was useful before that. So it definitely will be useful. So yeah, I'll put it through its paces, give it a good test. What I'll do in the meantime is I'll get a PoE injector and a PoE splitter sorted out, do a bit of use, come back and do another video. But if you've got any questions, any comments about what I should cover in that video, if you know what you're doing in terms of PoE splitters and injectors more than me, which is probably quite likely, let me know in the comment section. If you've got any questions about the setup, about the device, anything at all you've seen or haven't seen, please drop it in the comment section. I'll reply to any questions, and I'll also use any comments and suggestions in a future video if they're sensible. So yeah, drop them in below. I'll put links to this device. I'll put links to the PoE injectors, the PoE splitter I've used so far. Maybe not to use them ones, and then I will update it with any that I find in the future. So yeah, please do use that comment section to ask any questions. If you've liked the video, it's been informative, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If not for any reason, give it a thumbs down. Like I said before, any comments, drop them in the comment section. And if you want to follow the Houston DIY channel for more home DIY projects, more tech installations and reviews, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.